Good day, welcome. My name's Dawn, and this class today is a very, very gentle flow class. I'm calling it a class for stress relief or stress relief flow. It's going to be sort of a very gentle flow, but with some longer holds, a little bit yin-ish, you might say. But we will do a little bit of movement. Everything is going to be seated today or lying down. So all you might need is, maybe for the end you might want, if you want to do a little short savasana, you might grab a blanket if you like that. I would say the only other things you would need is maybe if you have a little meditation cushion or blanket folded up, something to sit on. And if you're sitting in this posture here, Sukhasana, easy pose, your knees are very high, you might want to support them with bolsters, cushions, blankets, blocks, something like that. So you can stop the video, grab what you need, and then come on back and we'll get started. All right, so first thing we'll do is just arrive. So like I said, I'm just going to grab my little meditation cushion, my little one here, and whoops, trying to look this in. Let's get that out of the picture here. Okay. Just allowing yourself to arrive. So finding a good seat, coming into a nice, relaxed, comfortable position that you could hold for maybe 2 minutes. You can bring your hands into your lap, or you could bring your hands onto your thighs. If seated isn't good for you today, you're always welcome to lie down. So just notice what your breath is doing. Often, when we come to our meditation shape, our meditation posture, our breath automatically starts to slow down, and starts to lengthen, maybe get deeper. For the most part, we want to keep our natural breath, whatever is natural for you, whatever is your normal breathing pattern. Like I said, normally, we sort of get into this idea that we need to breathe deeper and slower, but it just kind of automatically happens when you land in this shape. That's okay. But instead of manipulating the breath in any way, just see if the breath can breathe you. Don't try to change it. Just allow it to be whatever it is. Allow your bottom body to become heavy on your support. Let the bones sink and settle towards the earth. And let your upper body find some lightness. Crown of your head reaching towards the sky. And then notice the air around you. The coolness. Maybe there's a breeze where you are. Maybe there's some movement of air. Maybe it's really warm. Notice the air on your skin. And maybe even noticing how your clothing feels against your skin. Couple more breaths here. And then lift your chin, open your eyes if they are closed. First thing we'll do is we'll get rid of any support. Well, that is if you're going to come to lying down. You can do this next thing seated, but I would suggest you lie down. This is a little belly breathing, which is very, very calming in the body and calming in the mind. And as this is for stress relief, we do our best to just settle into this nice reclined position, just lying on your back. It might be helpful to put your hands on your belly region. And all you're going to do is inhale deeply into the belly. And then exhale it all out. So these breaths that we're taking are in and out of the nostrils, okay? So one more like that. Feel it in your hands as you breathe in deeply. Get that nice big Buddha belly going, and then exhale. One more like that, into the belly. For this next breath, the change is that you inhale into the belly partly, and then up into the chest. Then exhale it all out. So you could put one hand on your chest, one on your belly. And again, into the belly, chest, and then exhale it all out. And again, inhaling deeply into the belly, up into the chest, and then exhale. Empty your belly, empty the chest, everything out. And one more time, inhaling deeply into the belly, into the chest, and maybe open your mouth this time and just let it all go. Coming back to your natural breath. Just noticing how this might feel in your body, in your emotions, and in your mind. And then from here, taking your hands underneath the hollow of your lower back there, and then just pushing yourself up. Coming back into that seated position here, into easy pose or Sukhasana. So from here, inhaling, finding some length, and as you exhale, fold over your legs. So just coming to wherever you can. If you're here, if you're up here, that's okay too. Folding over to where you can. If you can get your head all the way down to the floor, to your mat, that's great. If you can't, that's great too. So do what you can and just breathe your natural breath. Bring your shoulder blades down your back so you don't have your shoulders right up into your ears. Let them come down towards, your hips. Shoulder blades down your back. Maybe your side ribs towards your back body. Your tailbone towards the mat. And your belly button towards your spine. So a little bit of all that to say a little rounded back here. Inhale, come on up, staying in this seated pose. Take your left hand just above your left knee here, your right hand to the base of your spine. Inhale again to find length. Exhale to turn to the right. Stop when you feel some resistance. Inhale again, maybe turn, see if you can turn a bit more. Stop when you feel resistance. And then one more time, inhaling, exhale, turn as much as you can, looking over that right shoulder. And we'll stay here for 5 breaths. Excuse me. Turn your head to look forward, and then turn your whole body. Right hand just above the left knee, left hand at the base of your spine. Inhale, finding length. Exhale to turn to the left and feel some resistance. Stopping here. Inhaling, turn. See if you can turn any more. If not, that's fine too. And then stopping at the next point of resistance. Inhale, and as you exhale, turn as far as you can, looking over that left shoulder, and we'll stay for 5 breaths. After your fifth breath, just your head. Bring your head back to look forward, and then let your body follow. And now I want you to cross your legs in the opposite way. So if your right leg was in front like mine was, now your left leg is in front. Inhaling to find length, and then doing the same thing, folding over. You might notice a difference, if your dominant leg is not in front. And again, coming to wherever you can, and then bringing your shoulder blades down your back, tailbone towards the mat, your side ribs towards the back of your body, and your belly button towards your spine. So rounding that back, head down to wherever it can go, and breathe. On your next inhale, coming on up, pushing the floor away from you, bringing your right hand down by your right side, and then your left arm out to the left, and then inhale the left arm up and over, and then back we go on an exhale. Inhale up and over, and then back down to the left, and last one, and we'll stay with this one. So inhaling up, exhaling over. And so here, I'm just going to move back a bit so you can see all of me, see my hand. So here, just notice your right hand is on the mat. If you pull your right hand in towards you, you're going to lengthen that side body, the right side body. So the side body on the same side. If you push that hand away, you'll lengthen on that opposite side body. So you can experiment with that and see what you like, see what feels good, all the time breathing. You might pull it towards you, getting length on that right side, and then push away and see if you can maintain that length, but also getting length on the left side there. And then coming up, let's try the other side. Inhaling the right arm up and over, exhaling it down. And again, right arm up and over, and then the right arm down. And this one to stay. Up and over. So once again, so now we've got the left hand down, right hand up. So if we pull that left hand on the mat towards us, we can find length here. If we push it away, we can find length here. So again, finding what you like, maybe just experimenting a bit. So you might pull it in and then push away and see how much length you can maintain even on that left side. Breathing naturally. And then coming all the way up. Bringing the soles of your feet together. So take them quite far away from you. I'm going to show the side view on this one. So you can see they're quite far away from me. And with that, inhaling to find length, exhaling to fold over those legs. So wherever you come to, that's where you're going to stay. And we're going to stay for 5 breaths here. If you can get your head all the way down, that's great. If you're up here, that's great. If you're up here, that's great. So you go to where you feel some resistance and where it feels kind of good in your body. It might be a bit achy, but there's no pain. You don't want pain. So coming to where you can stay for a good 5 breaths. Shoulder blades down the back, rounding through that back body. Remember the side ribs towards the back, tailbone towards the mat, belly button towards the spine. And then coming up. I'm going to turn back this way just for the purpose of you seeing what I'm doing here. So you came up. Now if you know a shoelace, this is where I'm going. So we're going to start with the right leg on top. Coming into your shoelace. So the right leg is on top. Bring your left arm up and over, and your right hand out, and turn the thumb down so that you can bring it back to meet the left hand, right? So you're clasping your fingers together here. I'm going to turn around and show you what that looks like. So that was left hand up and over, right hand. So you just clasp those together. If you cannot do that, you can stop the video and grab a strap. That would have been good information to know, I guess, at the start. I apologize. Oh my goodness. All right. And we'll hold this for just a few more breaths here. You guys have probably been in it already for a few. Alrighty. Slowly undoing those hands or letting go of that strap. Bringing the arms like you're pushing the walls away from you. Turning so your palms are up. And then bring the left palm, fingers towards the floor, and the right hand into your shoulder. And we'll just go back and forth for a few movements here. Alrighty, and then hands down. We're coming back into that Baddha Konasana, that butterfly that we did earlier. So we had the feet quite far away. We had a nice big diamond shape. Bring them in about halfway this time. Okay, so they're not way up here. They're in a little bit closer, not right into the body. And same thing. Inhale to find length. And then exhale to fold to wherever you can. Again, shoulder blades, don't have them way up here. Have the shoulder blades go down your back. Your side ribs towards the back body. Your tailbone towards your mat. And your belly button into your spine. So rounding that back. On your next inhale, push that floor away from you. Come on up. We'll do our shoelace, the Gomukhasana, on the second side. So now the left leg is on top. If you did it the other way, just make sure you're not doing the same side. Adjust yourself so the knees are lined up here, and do not up here. The bottom knees down. If this is a real issue for you, you can put something between the two knees. If your knees are up, you can put something under the knees. Okay. Alrighty, so left leg is on top, right arm out. Same thing we did on the other side. So if you need a strap, grab it. Right arm up and back. So your left arm, left hand, left thumb down towards the mat. Bring that hand back. And then, oops, got my hair there. And then meeting up your hands. And we'll just stay here for a few breaths. See if you can find some softness in your body while you're doing this. This is a whole thing with stress. We get so rigid and so tight. Notice if you can find some area that you can just soften while you're here. We're working hard. We want equal amount of effort and ease in these poses. And then gently releasing your hands. We're dropping the strap. And then pushing the walls away from you, palms up, bring the right fingers down towards the floor and the left hand to your left shoulder. And just going back and forth here. So you can even look towards that palm that's facing, that finger's facing down. You can turn your neck. That might feel nice. And one more either side. And we have one more of our Baddha Konasanas to do. I think you can probably figure out where we're going here. So we did the feet really far away. We did them halfway in. This time, bring your feet all the way in, if you can. With each one of these, I just want to say that wherever you're at, you're at. If you can get them in quite close, but this is it, you're not moving, you're not folding, great. If all you can do, and I shouldn't say all you can do, this is great. If you can do this, this is great, is have your feet far away. You do that for all 3 sets. You don't have to. This is just suggestions. First set here, second set here, third set in all the way. So if you can do that, great. So what I do is I take my hands underneath and kind of open the book. Open the feet up, and this will help your knees to come down towards the floor. So your sole of your feet is facing up, right? Inhale to find some length, exactly what we just did. Exhale to fold to wherever you can. Don't let this get you anxious. If you can't do this, don't do this. Just watch. Or do the first set that we did. Do the set, you know, like with the legs far away or with them wherever you feel feels good for you. Just do that. If you want it to just come into the cross-legged, the Sukhasana, you can do it that way too. And then just folding forward. Shoulder blades down the back. Side ribs towards the back body a little bit. And then your tailbone towards the mat, belly button in, and just see how that feels. Inhale to come up and release that. You might do some windshield wipers. That might feel kind of nice. Or no movement at all can feel really nice too. And then find whatever you would like for Savasana. So just lying flat on your back, or taking a bolster under your knees, or maybe taking a bolster under your back. That's kind of nice too, with a little bit of height. I'm just going to show that because it does feel really good. It might be a nice way to end class here. Your legs can be straight, just letting the feet fall out. And then we'll release yourself into either your mat or into your support if you've got cushions and a block. And there you go. If you've got a blanket for warmth, you can grab that. An eye pillow, anything that will make this the most relaxing Savasana for you. So staying in your Savasana for as long as you can. Thank you for joining me. It was such a pleasure to offer you this short little gentle flow for stress relief. Thank you. Namaste.